Hello, everybody. Hello, dear tutor. My name is Marlene Solín Pinto González. In this occasion, I'm going to do a presentation about the pedagogical practices, and this is like a showcase about how was my research about how to teach English in preschoolers. Welcome, dear tutor. Okay, so it's very important to say how was the challenges during the semesters and what was the principal goal in this case. I really have to say that at first, one of the most important thing for me was like achieve the insecurity in the context that at first I was very shy at the moment to stay in front of a class and just start to say something or say or teach something to whatever people because whoever in this context because I was like, okay, I have to do this thing, I have to plan this thing, I have to manage the class, and all these kind of things at first was like, okay, I'm in my last practice. However, this insecurity have to finish in one moment, and now I have to say that all this process and during this research was very successful experience to achieve and develop the security in yourself, and that was exactly what I felt during this process. One important thing is adapt the requirements of the rubric to my classes. Why? Because I needed to examine it a lot, all the requirements that the rubric was asking for, and I think that I could achieve every single thing, but adapt the new approaches in preschoolers in general was a little complicated at first because you need to find different things, you need to find different resources, you need to um, create digital, not also digital material, but um, physical material, didactic material for preschoolers, and be capable of setting new way of teaching and evaluation. It's another way to say, okay, you are advancing as a teacher. My principal thing in this case was creating and find different things to use in this case. um, Supporting my research in this case, in this context, I could find different strategies and different methodologies to create like a innovates classes, how to teach English in preschoolers in a different way. And here I could find the role play method, right? The way play method, the UDL approach, and strategies implemented. How did I use all the things in my classes? This was very simple. At first, I was like try to find all these things and just say, okay, I need to put all these things in my classes, in my plan, in my research, um in my context, and in my preschoolers, how to do this kind of things. And was very simple because when you are a teacher that is always looking for new things, these things is gonna be happening with the pass of times. In this case, I use songs, music, sound, and what was I using in this case? Auditory information prompt, opening questions. In this case, it's like great strategy to monitoring evaluation, applying UDL interaction and method interaction and comprehension. Another great strategy that I used during my research and during my classes was using graphic organized activities, using matching, because in this ways, all my students was using the reading, using the listening, using the writing in this case, using the speaking, all the four skills at the same times, but in different strategies you can use it, and you're gonna realize the students gonna have a different perception and expectation about learning English. Okay, in this case, one of the outcomes I could say in this research is the implementation of research activities congruent with pedagogical practice in foreign language education. One positive thing or change I could say it's applying the UDL approach in students could appreciate new ways of learning, enjoying the activities, and collaborative work. You're gonna be that the students are sharing information, are speaking, are talking, and that is exactly the goal or learning a new language. If you're speaking with someone, you are achieving the goal as a teacher. Your students are talking, your students are speaking, are in constant interaction with your activities. If your students are capable to do those things, you are a goal teacher. As a last things, I could say that in this pedagogical practice, in this research, there are some things that I can improve in the future. One thing is explore more options of digital tools to implement in the classroom, explore more activities where the UDL approach we can be applied to achieve that effective teacher I want to be in the future. Thank you so much.